What if your holiday gift box could double as a beautiful ornament? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a custom box that's not only perfect for small surprises, but can also hang on your tree as a unique decoration. Hi, I'm Vicki. Today we're making a dual-purpose DIY custom gift box that can be used as a festive ornament. Most everything you need you should probably have right at home right now to be able to make these fun boxes. This one was just made out of regular copier paper, and we'll get started on it. If you notice, I have some paper here that I have created myself. This is a Momigami paper that I have put on my multi-purpose 80-pound stock that I use for everything, and it works so great. This is a digital watercolor that I did of an ornament, made a pattern out of it, printed it out on paper. This is on Bristol. It's a little bit bigger scale. The images are a little bit bigger. And this is just a scrapbooking paper that I got at the store. These are some earrings that I made with my paper bead earring tutorial that you can find. I'll list it below if you're interested in making some fun and cool earrings. Or any other kind of gift. You can put candy in them. And this has an earring in it. I will take it apart and show you at the end. I have a bone folder and a ruler, an X-Acto knife. Be very careful with the X-Acto knife. This is what will happen if you're not careful. As soon as I started the video, boom, cut my finger. A pencil, so don't need a whole lot of supplies. Let's get started. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and utilize, I love this paper. This is my National Geographic Citrusolve paper. I just love this paper. I printed it out on my home computer after I photographed the page and then applied it to the 80-pound paper, which I will link below because this paper works for everything for me. So what we're going to do is make our gift box out of that. So the box that I have here is 4 inches wide by 8 inches tall. I like this size of paper for any kind of candy, gifts, or anything like that that I might need. One thing to always remember, if you can make this box larger, smaller, but the width and the length, there's a specific dimension that must be followed for it to work okay. So because it's 4 inches wide, your length must always be 2 times the size. So since this is 4 inches wide, my length is 8 inches. If it was 3 inches, it would be 6 inches. So just keep that in mind if you want to modify the overall size of your gift box. So to get started, I'm going to be working on the reverse side to make my die. So I want to get rid of all extraneous paper. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that away. Again, be careful. Trim off all of my edges. There we go. Okay, so I want this to be 4 by 8. So if you see here, I kind of like, I'm just going to go here. And we're going to go from this side, we're going to find 4. Go down here. 2. I'm going to trim that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to find 8. There we go. It is 8. All right. You're going to find this to be so easy. All you got to do is just make one and you'll be amazed. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to find the center point. Just touch it right there. Come down here. Do the bottom the same way. Just bring those corners together. And I just have to do the center there. Now what I'll do is I'm going to actually crease this halfway mark. I'm bringing the lengthwise up. I'm going to bring those together. And I am going to press that down. I have a bone folder to make my creases. It helps me to do that. And then we're going to open that up. We've got our crease. We also have our center points. what we want to do is take our pencil and we're going to make lines from the center point here to the center point here all around. So I'm going to find my center point here. It's a little difficult for me to see as I'm trying to show you, so I'll just make a little mark. All right, so I'm just line up my ruler here to this point down here, and I'm just going to make a line to come down there. Do the same here. Turn it around. We have our diamond in the center. So in order to now fold these up, I want them to be folded up really crisp. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to lay it along my side, just slightly underneath it, just a little bit to give it some bend. And then I'm going to take my bone folder here and I'm just going to start filling it underneath here, because what happens is it allows me to get closer to the line, and then I can just take my finger and come over and start to crease the edge. It just makes it a little easier. If you don't have a bone folder, you can still do it. It's not a problem. So I'm just going to go along and do all of these. All right, we have everything folded and put into place, and you're pretty much done. You've got your box. All we have to do is now close up the top with a nice bow, and you can either use a hole punch or you could actually even sew it up. But look how nice that looks. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to go ahead and finish it off. Okay, so rather than a big large hole punch, I just found a very large needle that I'm going to put through the center and then string it, my twine through it. So I'm about 1/4 of an inch down from the top. See how all of my edges are really solid against the edge here? So I'm just pressing it really tight, because eventually what we're going to do is close it up like this. So I'm about 1/4 of an inch down, and I'm just going to poke it through here so that I got the first two, and then I'll bring it over here and I'm going to bring it about 1/4 of an inch down, and I'm trying to be right in the center, about 1/4 of an inch down, and I'm going to poke it through to get to the other side. Make those holes a little bit bigger by running my needle through the center, and just try to make that hole a little bit bigger. I didn't want it to be this big gaping hole. And then I'm going to just bring my twine through there. I may have to make them a little bit bigger, find a bigger needle, but at least I've got my holes in place. There we go. So what I ended up doing, the twine that I had was a little too thick to put through the needle hole that I had. So I just kind of unwound it and took a thinner piece. And now what I will do is I tied up my earrings on the twine, and I'm going to make a loop. And that loop is going to get sewn into the top. This is a little more complicated than normal. And what I'll do is I'll show you this one. This one has just got ribbon. It was just with a hole punch, and they're loose. The earrings are loose in there, and I'll open it up. Okay, I got my needle through these two right here, and I have my earrings tied up on another loop. I'm going to drop my earrings down in here so that they will be hanging in the center. Boy, I sure am not very nimble with this lame finger that I got. And then I'll bring this through here. like. And so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tie this off. The earrings are sewn in the center, so now what I'm going to do is just tie this off so that it's nice and secure. Make another knot. You can also add ribbon to it. I don't have any handy right now, but this kind of ribbon could be tied around here, or it could be like this one and just used as a gift box. And that's it. It's very simple, very quick and easy to do. I'll show you this one right here. When we open it up, I'll show you what's inside. I just tied it. Okay. I'll just take my ribbon, pull it out, open it up, and there's the earrings. These are another pair of earrings that I made. And if anybody would like instructions on how I made them, let me know, because I'm happy to make a video on how I made these earrings. They're a very popular earring. I've been making these for years. I love them. They're just a really fun and easy pair of earrings to make with the box out of. And then basically what you could do is you could just take and tie off ribbon on this, and then you have a nice little gift. Paper bead earrings, I have a video which I will link below, so you can see here. These are a bunch of different earrings that I have made utilizing, again, all of this paper that we make. We make so much. And it's so nice to be able to make some pretty and some fun stuff. Anyways, that's it for a gift bag or a tree ornament. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.